If your convenience or grocery store is running a grab-and-go program, and you just know there must be a faster, smarter way to label, prep, and ensure your food is fresh and safe, it's time to discover BOHA! BOHA is your single platform that digitizes manual error-prone tasks like labeling, prepping, temping, and equipment monitoring. If you need grab-and-go labels in an instant, BOHA! If you want to make sure your team is always alerted to clean the counters or refresh the condiments, BOHA! Or if you want to guarantee temps get logged every time, you guessed it, BOHA! To see how BOHA makes successful grab-and-go programs possible, connect with us at bohatechnology.com. That's BOHA technology.com.
Dollar General did not perform as well as expected last quarter. Consumers are still dining at home, even as inflation levels off, and some packaged Starbucks drinks are being recalled. Welcome to Retail Daily, your quick look at the top headlines from CSP Daily News and Winsight Grocery Business. I'm Heather Lally, Editor-in-Chief of WGB.
And I'm Hannah Hammond, CSP Senior Editor. Dollar General's financial results fell below its expectations during the fourth quarter and fiscal year, the discounter announced Thursday. The retailer, which has been steadily ramping up its grocery sales in recent years, reported that same-store sales for the quarter ended February 3rd increased 5.7%, down from an anticipated 6% to 7% increase, according to preliminary financial results. For the fiscal year, same-store sales rose 4.3% compared to the previous forecast of being in the upper end of the 4 to 4.5% range. Lower than anticipated sales, coupled with higher than expected inventory damages and a major winter storm, were cited as reasons for the financial shortfall.
In a new report on inflation's impact on consumers, IRI said food-at-home sales are holding strong even as CPG pricing levels begin to moderate and shoppers continue to embrace value-focused behaviors. Dollar sales increased 9.2% in the center store and 6.1% on the perimeter of the store, where inflation has declined. Looking ahead, IRI forecasts 5.5% CPG omnichannel dollar sales growth for 2023.
PepsiCo is recalling more than 300,000 Seattle-based Starbucks coffee drinks it distributes because glass was discovered in some of the bottles, according to the Food and Drug Administration. The recall affects those with expiration dates of March 8th, May 29th, June 4th, and June 10th. The voluntary recall applies to 25,200 cases or 302,400 bottles of the vanilla Frappuccino chilled coffee drink, the FDA said. There are 12 bottles per case.
Access to Aldi's grocery staples and cult favorites just got faster as last-mile logistics provider DoorDash partnered with Discount Grocer to offer on-demand delivery to nearly all Aldi locations across 38 states. That's according to a DoorDash announcement on Thursday. The new relationship allows shoppers to shop for all their groceries, including the Discount Grocer's highly sought-after Aldi Finds, from their phones. In other Aldi news, growth continues as the Discount Grocer opened 2 new stores in the states of Delaware and Florida today. Aldi's 2 newest locations are in Millsboro, Delaware, and Callaway, Florida.
SpartanNash saw net sales climb 10.3% for its fiscal 2022 fourth quarter and 8% for the full year, with the company's wholesale and retail businesses both posting strong numbers. Comparable store sales in the retail segment grew 9.1% in Q4. Adjusted EPS declined for the quarter but rose for the year, with results for both periods in line with Wall Street's forecast.
The Food and Drug Administration has filed civil money penalty complaints against 4 tobacco product manufacturers for making and selling e-liquids without marketing authorization. This is the first time the FDA has filed this type of complaints against tobacco product manufacturers to enforce the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act's pre-market review requirements for new tobacco products. Under the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act, the maximum CMP amount is $19,192 for a single violation relating to tobacco products. The FDA is seeking the maximum fee allowed in these 4 cases.
The top consumer packaged food, beverage, and personal care brands in the United States are Kraft, Gatorade, and Dove, respectively, according to a report from YouGov. The 2023 rankings reveal how consumers have adapted to supply chain slowdowns and inflation by showing which brands were most considered and which brands had the most growth.
Same-day delivery company Instacart on Thursday announced the release of 4 technologies that aim to offer a variety of new services to independent grocers, including one that helps them capture more ad revenue. The services are already being used by wholesalers like Associated Food Stores and retailers including New Seasons Market, Neiman Foods, The Fresh Market, and Uncle Giuseppe's Marketplace. Instacart will have its new technologies on display at the NGA Show 2023 in Las Vegas later this month.
Reynolds American Inc. is asking the Food and Drug Administration to adopt a new enforcement policy directed at illegally marketed disposable electronic nicotine delivery system products, calling out companies like Puff Bar and Elf Bar that market to youth. Such a policy would close a loophole in the FDA's current tobacco enforcement efforts, Reynolds said. It would also better protect public health and ensure a level playing field by discouraging illicit products and maintaining the availability of legally marketed products, the company said.
Angelo Caputo's Fresh Markets is expanding its Chicago area footprint with 2 new store openings in the next few months, CEO Roberto Presta told WGB. The family-owned Caputo's new locations will be in the village of Norridge, an enclave within the Windy City, and in the Chicago suburb of Mount Prospect. The grocer now operates 8 locations throughout the Chicago area.
And that will do it for today's episode of Retail Daily. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more for your daily dose of retail news. For more on these stories, visit CSP Daily News or WinsightGroceryBusiness.com. I'm Hannah Hammond.
And I'm Heather Lally. Have a great day.
If your convenience or grocery store is running a grab-and-go program, and you just know there must be a faster, smarter way to label, prep, and ensure your food is fresh and safe, it's time to discover BOHA! BOHA is your single platform that digitizes manual error-prone tasks like labeling, prepping, temping, and equipment monitoring. If you need grab-and-go labels in an instant, BOHA! If you want to make sure your team is always alerted to clean the counters or refresh the condiments, BOHA! Or if you want to guarantee temps get logged every time, you guessed it, BOHA! To see how BOHA makes successful grab-and-go programs possible, connect with us at bohatechnology.com. That's BOHA technology.com.